Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, summer's almost over. It is September 6th, getting close to bow season though, and I do enjoy that. It's a little harder to enjoy as I get older. But anyway, we're on our third feast day, and if you've watched the first two, you'll know, and I'm going to repeat myself, that feast days are not Jewish. They're God's. And if we're God's people, we should be celebrating the feast days every bit as much as the Jewish people do. Third feast is first fruits. That's a one-day feast. It's the day that Jesus rose from the grave. And when we see that Jesus rose from the grave, when he did that, the ancestors of the Jewish people, well, anybody that was in Sheol, actually, not just Jews, they were in the graves already, standing up. But when Jesus rose from the grave, they were all seen in the city, walking around, scaring people half to death. Their ancestors. And when Jesus rose to heaven, he told Mary not to touch him because he had not yet been there. And the reason for that was he had to appear before his Father with a first fruit offering, which happened to be the people who were in Sheol, the first humans to ever see heaven. And then it says that Jesus went into the Holy of Holies and into the holy place to purify all the vessels of the heavenly synagogue. And so he had to go there pure, but he had to have a first fruit offering. Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the sons of Israel and tell them, when you have come into the land which I give you, and reap its harvest, then you are to bring the omer, which is a measurement, small measurement, of the first fruit of your harvest to the Kohen, or the priest." Now, if you look at this, this is what Cain and Abel were doing when Cain was rejected. First fruit offering. Now, first fruit was supposed to be the finest. If you were a rancher, it was supposed to be the finest sheep or the finest oxen. If you were a vegetable farmer, it was supposed to be the best of your crop. If you were a fruit grower, it should have been the best of your fruit. But if you go to the book of Yasher, and I know that's probably not something many people have read, but I have, it actually says there that Cain went to his fruit trees and picked up the rotten fruit off the ground to offer to God as a sacrifice, which angered God. And he said, you wouldn't give this to yourself, but Cain brought the best of his flock. And that's what it says. That's why we know it was a first fruit offering. It was the first of their fruit of that harvest season. Cain brought a spotless, blameless lamb. But that was Abel. Cain brought rotten fruit. And when he was rejected, God wasn't going to kill him. God wasn't, but he said, "Yeah, I can't honor that." And that is what got Cain angry, is that he was not honored by God. There's a whole longer story to that, but I'll talk for 20 minutes if I go into that story, so I'm not gonna. But anyway, he takes that first fruit offering. It's just a small, an omer is just like a bowl of it. Wave the omer before Adonai to accept for you on the morrow or tomorrow after the Shabbat, which is the Sabbath. The Kohen is to wave it. On that day, you wave the omer. You are to offer a male lamb without blemish, 1 year old, and a burnt offering to Adonai. Now, God sent angels to teach Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve how to do offerings, and all their children. Obviously, Cain didn't listen very well. Probably like me in kindergarten. So anyway, Streetlight GR/Facebook, or you can visit us at Streetlight Bible Study 4006. Remember, please be a blessing to someone and be blessed yourself. Enjoy your day. Thank you.